Hello and welcome to episode 4 of my Cricket Captain 2020 save with Leicestershire. The last time you were with me, we played against Derbyshire in the our first match in the T20 Blast. We won by 10 wickets. Bowled very well, especially Griffiths and Parkinson, and it was an easy run chase in the end. We then played against Northants. Again, we bowled pretty well. Lilly was very good, Parkinson excellent again. And we restricted them to 146. Unfortunately, our batting was below standard. It's the middle order really. Lilly struggled, Ackerman, and then Azad as well. 22 off 29. It's too many dot balls in there really. Did well, 48 off 29, but we fell 6 runs short in the end. In the next game we played against Durham, and we batted first this time. Lilly was alright. Cosgrove did well, again did, and 18 off 24. It's the strike rates from the middle order that are becoming an issue. We were never really in the game, to be honest. Ackerman bowled well, Parkinson was good again, but the pace bowlers all struggled, and Lilly couldn't replicate what we did in the last game. They chased it down fairly easily in the end, and then finally we played against Worcestershire. Again, another good bowling performance. Parkinson brilliant. I gave a debut to Jack Sheen, the young leg spinner we signed. He did well. Ackerman very good again. They only scored 142, but again, our batting. Lilly got 50, but I mean, he's meant to be very aggressive. The game really doesn't understand the concept of a pinch hitter. But you know, Hill 34 off 16 was very good. He got us close, but in the end we fell comfortably short, to be honest. If we look at the table, we're in 6th place. If we win, we'll go into the top 4. There's a lot of teams that have only won 1 out of 4, so hopefully we can get some good results today. Now if we look at the competition so far, Ackerman hasn't been great. Top 3 is just about fine, I say. Maybe we should move Lilly down a little bit. But there's not really anyone we can bring in, because Evans, very defensive, Yanneman's injured, Swindle's very defensive. There's not really anyone who can take the place of the middle order. Did and has done okay, to be fair to him, averaging 69. Unless we just bring in an all-rounder maybe for Azad. Mike, potentially. I guess we could go with Ben Mike. Or Rhodes. That then gives us 5 spinners, which we don't really need, so we'll go with Mike. And that's that then. Batting potentially weakened slightly. But we'll see how we go. We lost the toss, put into bowl. It's not ideal because we're going to be batting when it's pretty difficult to bat later on. They've got a good attack as well. Wokes, Green, Stone and Patel. Thompson the only weak link there really. Do we want Lilly opening again really? He probably doesn't need to now that we've got 3 pace bowlers again. So we'll go with Griffiths. And it's paid off. Gets Pollock first ball. That's a big wicket. Dieter Klein as well. Gets Sam Hain, another big wicket. Great start here. We'll give Griffiths another over. Why not? Okay, I mean that wasn't a great over. I'll go to Mike. Probably should have put the field back from the way he bowled in the one championship game he played. I mean 10 off the over, it's not terrible to be fair. Could be a lot worse. Another wicket in this over would be very nice though. Sammy Sibley and Bell are both looking good. I'm going to go to one more over in the power play. Go back to Mike. That's a massive 6. Okay, Parkinson then. Hopefully the spinners can just come in and completely slow them down, as they've done in the last few games. Parkinson's probably been our best bowler in the competition so far. Ackerman's also been pretty good on the whole. Here's Sheen then, just his second game for the club. Just 17, I believe. He's got Sibley, that's his first professional wicket. Yeah, he is 17. Dom Sibley goes for 43, good innings from him. First ever wicket for Jack Sheen. And again, Parkinson, look at that economy rate, that's what we love to see. We've managed to slow down the scoring now with the two spinners. Sheen's bowling him very well, he nearly got Ian Bell. Sibley and Bell, that's two nice first wickets to have if he'd have got him. Again, Parkinson's been brilliant. And then gets hit for 6. Sheen, no excellent economy rate, just 9 runs off 2.1 overs. Tim Ambrose with Ian Bell. Obviously retired in real life a couple of days ago. From the end of the 2020 season, I believe. Slightly expensive Sheen. And we're going to go to Ackerman. Hopefully he can bowl a decent spell and then might quite have to bowl again. 7 off the over, that's no problem. Go back to Griffiths. Yeah, no balls don't really help, Kevin. I mean, considering he bowled a no ball, it wasn't a disastrous over in the end. Oh, that should be fine then. We just got these 4. So we'll go Sheen. Ambrose scoring at less than a run a ball, so we don't mind that. Hopefully we can break the partnership though. It'd be nice to get Bell. And Ambrose does seem to be up in his rate a little bit. 3 boundaries there. It's an expensive final over so far. Very expensive last over, but it wasn't a bad effort overall from Sheen. He did a decent job. Parkinson. I mean, Ian Bell's such a good player. We needed to get him out early, really. It's outside the line. It's going to have to be Klein then. Klein and then Griffiths to finish off. It's going down the leg. Good over that from Klein. If we can keep them to below 165 maybe, it'd be a good effort. That doesn't help. That's better. Good bowling from Griffiths there. Now Burgess, former Sussex keeper, good player. We haven't managed to keep him below 165. Hopefully Klein can bowl a good final over. He gets Burgess, that's his second wicket. Thompson now. Goes for 4. And then 4 more. It's not a great over. 4 more. Come on. Terrible final over. 20 from it. I mean, just looking at Alex Thompson, his highest score in all formats is 68. Defensive star, and he just, right, fine. We're not going to chase it down, I can tell you that. Not against this attack. Let's see how long we last. Good start though from Horton. I mean, it's a good first over, but I really can't see it lasting. Horton's done a good job here though. 21 off 10. Cosgrove did just fall short, thankfully. He's out the next ball though. Lilly, it doesn't work having him at 3, I don't think. The concept of a pitch here just doesn't work in this game, unfortunately. Despite it being, I mean, widely used these days in T20, you see players like Lilly or David Willey. Sunil Ryan is another example in real life, but it just doesn't seem to work, unfortunately, on here. Horton's started pretty well though, to be fair to him. He didn't play any T20 last year for Leicestershire, but we don't really have any other alternatives. Ackerman started well as too. Jeetin Patel, good bowler. Has been for a long time. Oh no, that's not what we needed, because now we've got Zidane in, who, I mean, he's had one good knock so far, but apart from that he scores too slowly really. Horton keeps going now. He's past 50, excellent strike rate as well. We are keeping up with the rate. Dearden's gone. See, this is where it becomes an issue. We're behind on Duckworth Lewis. I don't think it's going to rain, but it gives us a decent indication of where we are compared to where we should be. Lewis Hill, that's huge, right out of the ground. That was a massive 6 and 4. See, I mean, Hill, to be fair to him, he's been pretty good. I mean, it says he's defensive, but when he's got a chance, he's done a decent job so far in the blast. That's really not what we needed, though. Patel's final over. It's his 3rd wicket. We can't afford Hill to go out. He's our last hope. And hopefully Mike can just do enough to stick around with him. Hill's kept going. 24 off 9. Chris Green into the attack. Doesn't get much easier. Very reliable bowler in the Big Bash for a number of years now. Hopefully Hill can attack Alex Thompson a bit here. He's gone for 6. He's enjoyed himself against him, but I'd say he was the weak link in their attack. 1 bounce, 4 more. I mean, it looks outside the line, but I know from the animation that it's out. I find it hard to believe that struck him in line, based on where he stood. So, I'm just going to say that's an unlucky dismissal, because I think it is. But yeah, that's the end of that really. We're not going to win it from here, certainly not. Shot won't be long until we're all out. We need batsmen, that's our problem. Maybe a spinner wasn't the priority, as I thought earlier in the season. Sheen is supposed to be able to bat. He's got a good good second team average. At 60 off the final 4 overs, it's just not going to happen. Maiden over, and that's something that you literally almost never see happen in T20. Yeah, it seems to happen every other game. I know. Klein's getting us not close, but he's making a good effort at least. 14 off the over so far. Could be another 6. Here's another 6. Chris Green's been a bit expensive. Stone's got a good economy rate though. Probably deserves a wicket, and he gets one. Right, I mean, 38 off the last over, good luck. Oh, you're doing a great job here, guys. Well played. Klein finishes 27 not out. Good effort from him, to be fair. I mean, Callum Parkinson, 1 off 13. You would never see that in real life. Never. 1 off 13. It's ridiculous. That's what frustrates me, to be honest. But anyway, defeat by 35 runs. Defeat was expected, so we can't complain too much. And it's not as if the next 2 games are going to be any easier, because we're playing Lancashire, who are top, and then Notts, who are below us somehow. They're having a shocker of a season. But I think we need to make some changes. We look at how we've done in the competition. I don't like Aaron Lilly at 3. But it's not as if we have any good alternatives, really, is it? I guess, I mean, we could bring in Azad again. And bring him in for Mike. Put him at 3. And then Lilly at 7. Maybe. Spinner's pitch. Yeah, we got our 4 spinners again. Second game of the episode then. That's a strong team. Liam Livingston opening up. Less said about Keaton Jennings the better, but Croft and Maxwell, Villas. Bowling attack, they've got Saqib Mahmood, Tom Bailey. I mean, James Faulkner's overrated in my opinion. Fourth bowler, potentially a slight weakness, but I mean, Bohannon, Maxwell, Livingston can all do a decent job. So it probably won't be too much of an issue for him. Probably going to be looking to bat first, but we've lost the toss, so we're going to end up bowling first. And based on how we've gone so far, we're probably going to end up chasing a pretty high score. Aaron Lilly can open up. And looks like he might be expensive again. Yeah, the problem is we have 2 pace bowlers and we don't really want them bowling 3 overs each in the power play. But that's very good from Lilly. Excellent response. Gets Livingston. Now Dieter Klein has done well so far. Jennings hits in for 6. I mean, they both prefer pace bowling, so I might go with Lilly again. I'd argue Jennings is probably stronger against spin than pace, but there we are. Lilly's done a decent job though, to be fair. We'll certainly take that. Griffiths. I didn't mean to give Lilly another over, but he's got another over, so hopefully he can do right. He's done well. That's good from Lilly. I mean, 3 overs in the power play going for 19. You'd definitely take that, especially from... He's only a part-timer, really. I guess we might as well give him his final over. It's a great spell. 4 overs, 1 for 23. You'd take that all day. From any bowler, let alone a part-time spinner who's bowled 4 overs right at the start of the innings. Jack Sheen to Maxwell. Now to Jennings. Good first over from Sheen. And Parkinson started well here. If he can get Maxwell, which he hasn't, but again, economy rate is good from both these 2 bowlers at the moment. 80 for none after 11 overs. We'll go back to Parkinson. Again, look, great over so far. Final ball goes for 4, but only 6 off the over. We're not going to complain whatsoever, especially with Glenn Maxwell at the crease. Ackerman might not even need to bowl. Should I risk it? I'm going to give him 1 over, I think. Just because Klein has been expensive. I assume that was going for 4. It's brought the run out of Glenn Maxwell. Let's have another look at that. It's a suicidal run, really. Never going to be a single there, so we'll definitely take that. Probably nothing to do with the fact that I brought Ackerman into the attack. But Jennings was a terrible shot there. Could give him another over. Wasn't a bad over by any means. Yeah, why not? That's probably why not. He has got the wicket of Bohannon though. Villas is the new batsman. Hope if Ackerman can get Jennings, it was a good decision to give him the next over. He's gone close there. Jennings hits him for 4. It's not terrible though from Ackerman. We don't mind that too much. We'll go back to Parkinson. In the air, should be caught and is. Good catch. Easy catch for Cosgrove. And now to Villas. Final ball of Parkinson's spell. He has been hit for 6, but it's a very good spell once again. And then we'll give the final over to Griffiths. Bowling to Rob Jones. He's not really a T20 player. Now to Villas. He's a perfectly capable T20 player. Final ball is hammered for 6. They score 152. Oh, we got another over. Oh, I've messed it up. I thought there was only 1 over left. Right, Jack Sheen's got to bowl the last over then. I thought that was the last over, that's why I gave it to Griffiths. Hopefully we can just keep Luke Wood on strike. Okay, it's not terrible. 161 for 6. It's chaseable. Yeah, I mean, let's give it a go. What have we got to lose? Good start from Horton. Cosgrove again. I mean, he's not been in good form at all. A couple of decent innings at the start, but the whole season, current year, averaging 27 in the championship. I mean, that's not even the championship, that's in the 22 in the championship, 32 in the blast. Has added at 3 then. Again, you're nearly batting out maiden overs. It doesn't happen in real life. Strike rotation is something that needs to be sorted out in this game, in T20. And one day game matches as well, actually, are similar sort of issues. This has been good though from Horton. Mahmood to Azad. Finds the boundary. Maybe batting higher up will suit Azad more. 12 off 6, good start from him. Horton's gone now for 25, and hopefully dropping. Well, no, he's been at 4 the whole time, hasn't he? Never mind. We're certainly keeping up with the run rate though at the moment. Ackerman started very well. He'll probably get out as soon as I say that. He nearly has. I got lucky. Oh, it's going to be a run out. I mean, after seeing Glenn Maxwell do exactly the same thing in the first innings, you'd think maybe we wouldn't do that, but apparently not. It's going to be another shout here, but he'll make it home comfortably. Well, it would into the attack, but now this is where the runs dry up. Azad hits Faulkner for 6. We're still up with the rate, but we've got 2 very defensive batsmen in, and not a lot to come after them. Just Hill and Lilly, really. 8 and over needed. Halfway, we are more than halfway to the total. Hassan Azad is playing well here, to be fair. 41 off 30. Decent strike rate. Still need just above 8 and over. Livingston. So bowling that 6. Great shot. And 4. So having Azad batting higher up seems to be working so far. Might have missed a trick in the first few games. 4 more. Can we get another boundary to finish the over? We can. Brilliant over. 18 from it. We only need less than 7 and over now. Let's look at what bowlers that have got left. So I mean, they're going to have to get another 2 overs from somewhere. And it probably won't be Livingston the way he's bowled so far. Did and goes. Lewis Hill, the new batsman. 6 first ball. He's been in excellent form in the T20s so far. Livingston does continue. And of course he'd get Azad. He hit 18 off him in the last over and then falls in the next. Aaron Lilly. We only need 7.5 and over. It shouldn't be a struggle. We've got two perfectly capable players at the crease. We just don't want to lose wickets because then it becomes difficult. Very happy though with Hill playing the way he is so far. Lily gets 4, I think, yep. 20 off 18, it should be comfortable. Wood is hit for 6, 12 off 12. Surely we've got, here we go. 7 off 6, we need 3 to win. Oh, for God's sake, this... I can't believe it. You're telling me, Aaron Lilly, right? Very aggressive style, career strike rate of 147, would come in at the death when we need a run a ball and hit 16 off 18. It just would never happen. It gets on my nerves about this game sometimes. So we've lost by 1 run. We should never have lost that game. Bottom of the table. It's just... It never improves though, does it? Every year it's always the same issues with this game. Ackerman selected by Netherlands. Tom Taylor's fit to play again. Well, Taylor's going to be coming straight back in. Give him some physio, make sure he's fit enough. I mean, Sheen, he hasn't been expensive, but he hasn't taken any wickets, so we're going to go back to Taylor, especially since the pitch won't spin as much. We don't need to open with Lily anymore. Ackerman is unavailable, so we're going to bring in it's going to have to be someone who can bowl. We'll go with Rhodes. You can bat at 7. Captain Cosgrove. I mean, it's a weak batting line-up, isn't it, really? It's hardly going to instill much fear into opposition, but bowling attacks. But there we are. That will have to do, I think. Final game of the episode, away to Notts. Lost the toss, put into bat. That's fine, I probably would have batted anyway. They've got such a strong team. Peter Trigo in at 9. Hales, Duckett, Foxcroft, I assume is a regen. Moores, Clark, Patel, Mulaney. I mean, the big names just keep on coming, don't they? Stuart Broad in the bowling attack as well. We did beat them in the championship though, after saying how strong a team they had. So maybe we can do it again, who knows. Broad with the new ball. Oh, great start, Horton, well done. Mulaney taking the new ball from the other end, which I don't really understand. I know Matt Carter opens in real life. In T20 anyway, but I mean, even without him. To be fair, I mean there's a lot of medium pace, but there's not really any out and out pace apart from Broad, who's not exactly rapid. Could have been out. Oh, this has been a terrible start. Finally we hit a boundary. Foxcroft's an off spinner then. Okay, apparently he must exist in real life. New Zealand, good first class bowling record. It's not really in white ball. It's done alright with the batting white ball though. See how he does. Bowling to the 2 left-handers hit. And that's doing okay so far again though. Does seem to be working, moving them up to 3. I mean, he's still scoring at less than a run a ball, but good start to this over as well. Matt Carter expensive. That could be 6, it is 6. So Azaz's getting a move on now. We'll face the other spinner as well. Of course he gets out. I need to stop praising players. Every time I say something good they just get out. Didn't. Cosgrave goes as well. I mean, he's had an awful season, hasn't he? I'm sure I said in episode 1 he'd be a key player for us. He may end up getting dropped. Not that we've got anyone to replace him with. But there we are. At least Lewis Hill can play. Good start from him. Dearden slow again, but there's not much I can do, to be honest. He should be scoring more than on the ball. That's what his target runner. Why are we batting out Maidens? Who was that from? Foxcroft. I never even heard of him. Still, we're just scoring below a runner ball, and I don't know what I can do about it, because if I put the aggression up, they'll get out. Look, one ran off the over here. I'm going to have to put it up, because, I mean, we're 2 bars off max aggression, and we're still scoring at less than a runner ball. Hill goes. I mean, I just don't really know what else I can do, to be honest. Hopefully Lily can actually perform for once. I say that, he did score a 50 in one of the matches, but I mean, he started well here, 2 sixes early on, 17 off 7. That did look out. I mean, it didn't look out because he hit him outside the line, but it looked like an animation that's always out. So pleasantly surprised there that it wasn't out. Lee is doing okay here, to be fair. We've got George Rhodes to come, but he's also very defensive, I'm pretty sure. Certainly no higher than defensive. So, look at Dearden, 21 off 25. Might not even make 140 here. Probably won't, in fact. Dearden goes. Can we even get to 130? Lily's our last hope, really. Gets a single. Well, yeah, we're not getting 130. 123 for 5. What a terrible effort that was. I mean, this team really is poor. I still don't know how we won that first game. We have to get early wickets. There's no other way we're going to win the game. Good start though from Klein. Taylor expensive on his return. Very expensive. This Foxcroft again is been a bit annoying. Gavin Griffiths. Hit for 6. And 4. We'll just ignore that fielding there. Alright, it's going to be Parkinson into the attack early. There's not going to be much he can do. He gets Hales. He has by far been our best bowler. Getting a run out here, which I skipped, so we'll have a look at that. Foxcroft gone. I mean, I don't even know why they bothered running there. They need about 5 and over. Suicidal run, really. Aaron Lilly then. Good start from him as well. You're right, they could collapse. Our bowling is a strength of ours. It's our batting where the weakness is. Which seems odd because, yeah, certainly in T20 anyway, our strength is definitely with our bowling. Lily's done alright here. Yeah, 2 overs for 6. Great spell so far. Keep Parkinson going. 63 for 3. 69 for 3 at halfway. Might as well bowl these 2 out. I mean, between them, 8 overs, 1 for 38. You definitely take that. Very good from both of those. Rhodes then can have a bowl. Only played a couple of T20s. Probably actually would have been quite an important player in real life for Leicestershire this season, actually. Signed from Worcestershire. And he always seemed to do alright whenever I'd seen him, to be fair. I seem to remember he signed a 3-year deal, so in real life probably would have been quite an important player. But unfortunately in the game he doesn't seem to be that highly rated. This could be the end of Moores. Catch taken by Hassan Azad. Saint Patel goes for 6. 17 needed. It's looking like Patel's going to see him home, but Taylor gets his second wicket. He has been very expensive, but yeah, 2 wickets he'll be happy with. Goes for 4. Clark seeing him home it. Back to Taylor again. And that's it, I believe. No, just 1 to win. Come on then, George. Put us out of our misery. There we go, single for Clark. He goes on to 47 and Notts win by 5 wickets. A decent bowling performance, to be fair. The Lilly and Parkinson both bowled well. But I mean, only scored 123 against that batting lineup. We were never going to win, really. Still bottom of the table. We still would have been even if we'd beaten Lancashire in that last game. So in a pretty sorry position there. So yeah, not a great episode. 3 defeats from 3. I will come back for... Let's have a look. We'll come back for... We'll go with these 2 T20s here against Worcestershire and Yorkshire. I think. No, in fact we'll go... Where are we? Where are we now? So we've got Championship, 3 T20s, Championship, 3 T20s, Championship, 3 T20s. So I guess if we come back for the... We'll come back for the T20 against Derbyshire and the Championship game against Sussex then next time, and then after that we'll probably be on to the One Day Cup, and then we'll go from there. So thank you for watching. Also, just as a just so you all know, most of these episodes are being filmed in advance, so any suggestions are obviously of course appreciated. It can't be guaranteed that they'll immediately be taken into account for that reason. So yeah, just recording our backlog, and then at the moment they're all scheduling to go up 9 o'clock each day, UK time. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will see you all very soon. Goodbye.